Hello people, welcome to Polybridge. I found a new game and opened it. We'll do campaign because I have no clue. 8-meter simple bridge. Oh wait, no, hold on. Is that right? Hold on. Let's try that again. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Wait, hold on. No, there you go. Undo. What's the undo key? Z. Okay, so let's do this. I think what we'll do is we'll do like that. Is that necessary? I don't think it is. And then we'll that doesn't work. Wait, no. Okay, so we might try something different. Nope. I need to get the angle right. What if we do this? Down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Nope. I think I need to go backwards, and then here. There we go. Like that. Let's see. Nice. Max joint stress, material footprint. Yeah, pretty good. This one, I think, do that, just to support it in the middle, and then triangles here and here. Oh. Uh-oh. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that at all. What if we try that? Just under the budget as well. Did well on max joint stress, but budget. Actually, I want to try if it's possible. Well, not this. Can I just destroy a single piece? Delete section. Nope. Hold on. Wait, let's do this. What if we... Because it needs to compress, but I don't know if this is going to be necessarily better. That's not gonna work. No, that's just... doesn't go long enough. If we try and make it economical, that as well. That, and then just to give it a bit more support, we'll support it in the middle as well. Okay, a lot better. Can we get away? Oh, no. Can we get away without it? I don't think so. Yeah, no. That's not gonna do. So I think that is the best option that we have. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Let's go. Okay. Do that. And then... okay. We're gonna try and do... this. No, that's not gonna work. The wood is just not long enough. What about... I am convinced that the triangle would work if only I can get it. Let's... like that. I want to see if that will hold. Actually, I don't think so. Oh, it's very tough. It's very tough. What if we... can I adjust? How do I adjust? Because we didn't make use of that. What if we use this to give intermediate support, structural support? And that'll be our compressive load. And then we go thinner on the top. But it was already very, what's it called? Tough, or very strained. So I might see if I can do this. Oh no, not that. Well, that doesn't work. Hold on. I can see why. We just don't do that. That also doesn't work. It's just not strong enough. That's just making it more expensive than the other one. It's just this. I think the triangles are too small. What if we go 1.5? And then we go like that. That's 2,000 under. I don't know how you do that. Because it's just... I don't see... I can try and lower the material strain. But like, how do people do that? Oh, that's buckling. That made no difference whatsoever. It just made it worse. Huh. What if we, instead of putting it on top, we put it underneath and then make use of that underneath? What if we place the support beams under the bridge instead? And then we do this. I'm not trying to create split joints. I'm trying to do this. Ah, okay. Better across the board. I think I'm happy with that. It's makes you. I think that's as good as we're gonna get it. 6,000, it's an entire 2,000 off. I guess maybe if you shortened your triangles and somehow use those pillars. Slanted bridge. Oh well, I missed by that much. Why won't you do what I want you to do? Hey. I can't do this. Why am I... What is this? Hold on. This? That's not great. This is not architecturally... Oh, okay. Are we right click? Not left click. Like that. Need to delete this as well. And just place it here. Nearly 3,000 under budget. pretty good. Let's go. Two-part bridge. Why can't I get this to go straight? Can I get this to... What? Is that not enough to make it in 4? I'm guessing I have to make it in like 5. It's pointless. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Like here to here. That's not gonna work. What if we approach this from a different way? We bring this up and then we bring it horizontally like that. And then we just link it. That's not gonna work. What if we shorten it just to here? This is so not right, but also, if it works, it works. Let's do a test run first. Okay, it works. Does that mean that I can get rid of this and just make it flat? Which should save on some budget. I don't think that's actually connected. Don't show it yet. And then like that. What if we get rid of that? What's that gonna do? It's not gonna work. What? No, I don't want to share replay. I want to see. Guess that can't be it, right? I guess it is. Okay. Nope. Doesn't work. I don't know if that's actually better than before. It might have saved like 20 cents. I think we'll just stick with that. Now we move on to this section, which looks a little bit steeper. I wish I could get this road placing down to a T, but apparently I cannot. Why is my triangle so slanted? Why is it so tall? gotta work, right? Oh. Ah, not bad. Not bad. Not too shabby. Ah, yes. 0. How? How? 0. 0. How do you do that? Do you like that? I think triangle is the way to go on this one. We'll see if it works. I don't have high hopes for it, but also I think it might. That looks very precarious. That was all the way on the... How do you do that? That is very... What if we just stop, I think? Wait, I know how we can do this. We clear it by the minimal distance possible, and then we immediately go down. Can we squeeze an extra pixel out of that? I don't know if that's like barely touching or if it's actually gonna clear it. I think we might try and elevate it just a little bit above that. Just like do that. That didn't work. It's gonna take a plunge. I think this is just not... Wait. Can we try that? we'll try and support this section of it. Ah, okay. Sure, why not? Destroy my bridge, why don't you? Okay, that's... This is a very sketchy... No, I don't want to use road to support it. That looks sketchy. Hello. Ooh. That's a bit bumpy right there. Better. Definitely better. Yeah. Simple jump. Jump. What if we instead opt for a triangular base? Not quite. Why you don't make that? I can't create any more road. I want to use wood. Over budget. We can redesign this spot. Try and hit here, like that. Flatten it, like that. Might want to support that instead, and then just do that. If that's particularly necessary, but we'll try it. Why are you over budget? what was that landing? Okay, this isn't quite as... I think we need just like that. Oh, he made it. There. Let's just... Let's have a budget. Well, what if we get rid of that? That still works. Okay, we need to reinforce this a little bit more. Oh, clicked out of the game, wow. Still not enough. We need a budget cut. Do we even need that? We don't need that. I think that's just gonna be a buckling point if it shapes like that. If it is shaped like that, so we might just try and do that. No, that still swings out. We can't have it swing out in any way. We need it to like try and do that. And maybe we'll link that by a small brace as well. No, why? Why you do that? Why you not do? Why you do that? Why you do that? Nope. Let's try this. No. Maybe we're going too high on this side. Can I just delete everything on this side? Grid, stress visibility, instant replay, menu. Ah, we can do this. Okay. Just delete everything. What if we go gentler? Just like a ramp. And then this way, when we go up like this with our support, I want at least a triangle here. Like that. Link that. And then do that. With a triangle. Now you don't make it. Nope. No, that won't work. You just won't make it. don't know how else I can. How else do I make you do that? It just... This doesn't seem like... I know it's possible. But... It doesn't seem to be... Trying that. I'm not sure if that's just gonna... If that's not just a repeat of what I did before. What if we just do that? Just extend it along that. Can I make this one long enough to bring them across? This looks sketchy. Sketchy. Nope. No. That's not it. Like that? Okay, it worked. That is... Again, how do people... How are these people doing it with zero? They must be... cheating or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think there might be a way to optimize it, but we beat it. Overpass. How expensive? Oh, we have fiber. Oh, okay, that is expensive. Big triangle. Why no? My big triangle. Now we have two big triangles. And then we have our road go like that. Nice. Gently as possible, like that. And then we do this. We just attach. Wait. This might be incredibly dumb and not work. But this doesn't feel like it's gonna work. And it didn't. This isn't gonna work. I think we can redo this bit altogether. Like that. And then we use rope. And then we do some wooden triangles here. I'm not sure what this is going to do at all. We'll see what happens. Which is it breaks unceremoniously in the middle. Can I get this to be a flat? Problem is it just won't. That's over budget. We go up and then up and then what am I planning to do? We string some rope. That's not gonna work. That's gonna touch it. We need to get this like that at the very least. And I do not think this is gonna work. Let's see if this works, which I do not have high hopes for. I don't think we need this to be as steep. That won't work. Why? How? Ooh. What if we flat? Make it flat. We get rid of this. It's not gonna work for the big car. Nor the little one. I don't think the cable stuff is gonna... Can I not paste my bridge twice if I want it gone? What if we just do this? We can try and make it especially intriguing. We do something like this with some cable, just to if this bridge I was gonna say, if that bridge worked, I guess this just isn't steep enough? What? We don't need cable, we don't need steel. We used wood and that's what we shall use. It worked for the Romans, so why not us? Like a really short steel support. It doesn't... There's no point in having... I guess it just pulls it down. And then it gets stuck. And breaks the bridge. Wait, what did it do? Wait, what did it instant replay? Wait, what happened to the car? Why did it... Okay, it didn't do it that time. What's the meaning behind this? I don't think it's gonna... this isn't... It's not gonna... Why? You disappoint me. You disappoint me immensely. Okay. Does this make any difference whatsoever? It does. Because it's not, hold on. Wait. There we go. That's probably why it didn't work. That car is insistent on doing a wheelie, which is problematic. Oh, okay, not too bad. But I want to know, is it? I think it might be me just not clicking like in the right location that it's not going in a straight line, or it could be the game, but also I don't want to blame the game if it's just me being bad at it. And also I think we can optimize our road placement here. We just need this to be a really gentle down, and then we can steepen it a bit. I don't know if this is gonna make any difference. I might even end up using more than I did before, but we're gonna try. Oh no, why? I don't think I made it any difference. Was that less than before? I don't remember if it was actually less than before. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. I am happy. Share replay. What? Let's go. Next one. Paddle, paddle boat drawbridge. Drawbridge, you say? What? Oh, I only have 6, so I can't go over. That's what. Okay, so we can do this here. I don't know if that makes a difference, but we're gonna do it anyway. Well, not that. I don't think we need that. We're gonna go under over and then under again. I think we can optimize this afterwards, but I just want to actually get this to work. This to go, no, negative. Pull. So they pull. I think this is gonna fall. We're gonna reinforce it. So that's gonna go across. And then it's gonna pull. No. It was, you were supposed to pull. No, pull, not push. Pull, as in pull, as in not push. Yeah, you were supposed to pull. Like, is this not expand? What? Pull? Push? Isn't this push? Push. This is. I want you to pull. You need to pull. Like, pull. Pull. Like, bring the bridge up. What? Eh? What? Huh? Hold on. No, wait. Hold. No, wait, no. No. Cat, cease. What? What? Hole. Hole. Hole? Hey? Hole. 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 What? Yeah. No. Oh. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get rid of you and replace you with different ones. What? Oh, what are we? We need to. Looks, we're gonna set them to contract 48 or 47, and see if it works. Pull. Okay, now you pull, because I think I set it to expand before, but it looked like it was supposed to pull. Okay. Interesting. I know it's working. Okay. Oh, no, never mind, it's not. It completely broke. We're gonna delete everything, and we're gonna try again. What if we just do this? Triangles. We want magnificent triangles. Like that. And then we have hydraulics. Here. So we split that joint. And then we wanted to contract. Like that. It fell. Okay, that's that ain't it. We need supports at the bottom as well. Okay, if it's already at 80% with the light vehicle, is it gonna... I think the heavy one's just gonna break it. I think it's just gonna break. It's just gonna break. It's just gonna break. It's just gonna break. It broke. To no one's surprise. Is that gonna make a difference? What if we... like that. And then we do... no, oh, where am I? Oh, wait, oh. Okay, way back. Let's do this. That. Gonna do a triangle there, and then split that joint. Gonna hydraulic it to like that. Engineering, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone. This is peak pancake engineering. Peak pancake engineering. I had full confidence in my bridge the entire time. That just makes me think I can make these triangles smaller. I wonder how many engineering disasters have been caused by budget cuts because people take money saving to an extreme. But that does come at the expense of Hmm. Okay. Regular checkpoints. Stop. Reverse. Okay. Cool. Oh wait. If I just hold it here, that makes it straight. Okay. It was me. I can't gauge the halfway point. Like there. That's alright, we'll just make this go here before and then do it the other way. And I think that's what I'm gonna do for this part here. I'm gonna do this and then just make it go like that. Like that. Under the budget, safe, and okay. Postman pack. Low budget. Low budget. That's okay. We go small triangles. But because small triangles might be a little weak. Like that. Do that, but we also do. No, we're very over budget. No, I don't want it. No, that's no. Oh, that. I don't want road. I want wood. You really are over budget, aren't you? We get rid of this. I want to get into that bracket. We need to cut like less than 50. But also, less than 50 is insanely difficult. That made no difference. What if we bring it only up to here? And then we can try a support in the middle as well. This is sketchy. This looks real sketchy. It is real sketchy. Fingers crossed. Why won't you do that? Why did you do that? But it's the exact same. Hello, cake. That no worky. We're gonna invert our bridge in the manner of the old Parisian fashion. Like that. We're gonna do triangle. And then budget triangles here, like that. We're gonna do budget triangles. Budget. We're gonna be very economical to the point where our bridge never works. Very economical, very economical, very economical. Why am I doing this? Let's try this. So I was gonna invert my bridge. And invert my bridge I shall. I think this is possible. I think this is a winner. It's over budget. It would be a winner if we had like 20 more cents. Gonna cut it even tighter. Doesn't do it though. It really needs to be like absolutely. What if we can this hold? No, that won't hold. That's not what I was trying to do. That's a bit dumb. Like that. Nope. Cross brace it. I don't know why adding that one that still didn't get us into the. What? Oh, are we one? Can I cut one from this? Can I like bring it to here instead? That's sagging in the middle. Six. This bridge was sponsored by Satan. Ah, there we go. We did it. We got all the way down to the end using the power of Satan. Oh gosh, wow. With the power of 666 Satan.co. Now we did it. Looks like a lot of people, a lot of other people also got 6666. Double decker. We don't need steel. Yeah, we. That's alright. We're gonna make it work before we try and optimize. Just because I'm feeling fancy. That bridge was sponsored by Student. Oh no, I didn't mean to delete everything. I don't need the steel. I'm confident I can build a bridge of wood that can carry this. Why won't you do this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Maybe we do need steel. And we just bridge the in-between, like that. That doesn't work at all. That made no difference whatsoever. Bridges! Thank you for the subs area. I don't want to delete all my bridge pieces. This is very I don't want to use rope, that's not going to do anything. I want to use steel. And then that doesn't work. But if I do this like this, like this, like this, like this, yes, that does work. And then I just do the exact same thing down here. That. That was reaching mighty close to 100%, but pretty good, under budget, pretty straining, and material footprint. That's fine, but I wonder if I can get it to... you know what, it's fine. 91.9%. That's not too bad. I don't know how these people are doing it. Double down. I think I've seen this before. What's the steel gonna do? That's not gonna do nothing. I will make this bridge as if it was made by a true engineer. Oh, really speedy and spectacular failure. Too far away. Bridges. More bridges for Scotland. No! Why are you failing? Stop failing. Start succeeding. Why you do this? Why you not succeed? Steel. No, not that. Like these. The power of steel. Not bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby if I do there and back again. Eh? Why? Okay. That doesn't sound too bad. We're going to go economical wooden bridge. We're going to do a cross brace there. I might do it like this so it's more under it. Is this gonna... why not just this? Why don't we just try... Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do that? Like this. I think that's gonna flex the other way, so we wanna put an artificial sag in it. Like that. No, we want to put it a square to the right, like here. So because of it, it'll push on these points here, I think. Maybe. Maybe. That has been the one action word of my entire bridge building career. Maybe. In fact, it didn't work at all. It did not work. But why didn't it work? And how can I... It's 1,000. No, just no. We don't need it. That's gonna get hit. Because this boat is really wide. Budget. Okay, great. Excellent. Excellent. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need it at all. We don't need it. We don't need it. It's not needed. It was never needed. It wasn't needed. It was fine. It was. This is perfect. This is perfection right there. Perfection. And this one has to go back for some reason. What if we turn perfection into perfection? What if we break a functional object in an effort to make it more efficient? I think it works just fine. I think it was less strained before I added that. It wasn't much strain to begin with. What if we do a really low triangle? Is that more expensive? Less expensive, more strain. That's fine. I'm happy. Elevate, 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 elevate. How? How do you plan to do that, Captain? What if we just YOLO it? What if we just YOLO it? Like just YOLO it. Are you tall enough? Be taller. Be tall. I'm gonna try and economicalize our road usage. Okay, fabulous. 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 You disappoint me. You have disappointed. You have disappointed me. I am. No, not the rope. Not the rope. Not the rope. What if we make it go down even more? That's definitely the problem. That's definitely not the problem. Oh, not that. What if we do like that? How expensive is this? It's about 300 to the same. I still think it's a bit cheaper overall if we just do this. Clicked out of the game. Ah, you, why? Why can't you just be functional like your brother over here? Oh, why? Maybe just a little bit taller? Like, like that? So if it's a little bit flatter? This is interesting. Ooh. Still not. Still no. Maybe if it has to flip, we'll let it flip. That's not gonna. That's not gonna. That's gonna. You're gonna hit that. Your head's too tall. It's gonna do that instead, like that. No, you hit the roof and then broke the bridge. I forgot about. I forgot there was a ceiling here. We do have hydraulics. What if we do this and hydraulic it so it pushes 50%? Oh, it worked. It just sometimes doesn't work. But also it broke. I don't want my bridge to break. I want my bridge to remain useful. What if I just... it's probably shorter here though. Expand 50%. Not exit. Play. Go down. There you go. Under budget. Not breaking the bridge and pretty decent material usage. Now we're in the desert. A wooden bridge. It's just a lot of triangles. Okay, here we go. Yes, those triangles are not very spaced very well, but it's fine. I can see the uneven gaps between the triangles. Why? Okay, here we go. There we go. Bridge. That doesn't work. It's just too long. Is this gonna make any difference? We're gonna try and make it work. Gonna try and give it a little bit more strength here. That just doesn't work. What if we go up, 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 up? Nope. Up. Supports. Up, up, up. Not diagonally. Up, up. And then here, supports. And then we'll add some intermediate supports. Was it that heavy? I used that heavy. Hey, it worked. Nice. Drawbridge. Limited road pieces. Okay. That is not a problem at all. We just make big triangles. Up, down, like that. Not there. That. And I think it is more economical to do something like this. How expensive is this? 2,600. And then how expensive is this? 300. No, that's not gonna work. We need it to be as close but not touching. As close but not touching. So it can break instantly. I think this is just a typical formula. It just needs a little bit more support. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Oh, it's a bit longer on this side. Okay, that's the problem. That doesn't make a difference. Stick. No, that doesn't work at all. Okay, we might actually need it to be more expensive because it needs to clear it. Does it really need to be even more? I can't think of a way to give you more. Not that. Like that. But then instead of this, we like bring it a couple squares to the other side. So we like put it here instead. That's not supported. We don't need that there. What we will do is do this. And I think we might actually just do it anyway. We'll get rid of it if we don't end up actually needing it. But we I just have to hold. I don't want a hydraulic supporting it. No, I just deleted everything. No, I don't want to delete everything. I want to build a bridge like this. Like this. Which breaks completely. That's not the problem. What am I reinforcing here? I think that'll end up being lifted enough by the bridge. We'll see what happens. Or it can contract a little bit less. Too forceful, too forceful, too forceful, too forceful. Does that, but it breaks. What if we replace these with steel? Is it too heavy? It could be too heavy. Why do you break? Has to be stronger. It just breaks. Why is it so forceful? Why can't you be more gentle? Maybe I do need to just make it lift up less, because I think it's just the momentum of it that's tearing it apart. And can it even clear it? Do that. Can I get it to support it from the bottom like that? But then also have something like wish there was another point here that I could tie it down to, but this might have to just be. What if I just? I think I'm doing the exact same thing as I was doing before, but if I can make it actually work. What if I instead do it at the bottom? This might just be weaker overall. Does it actually flop, or is it just because it's a little bit too much? Steel is able to do a lot of things, but not everything. Oh. No. What's actually happening? Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. What if we... This just is really confusing. I've accidentally made it not functional. It needs to lift up more. 34, 36. Still not clearing it. Still needs a little bit more. 43. Why do you do this? do you do this? I don't get it. I do not get it. Why are you doing this? Put that there. Not use a thing to do it, but like that, and then not enough. Oh, it worked. Let's see if it can hold. We survived, actually. Okay. No. Oh, you failed. I think it's because this is just a really weak area in general. But I'm not exactly sure how to reinforce this. We try that. Oh, it broke. Why did it break? I wasn't looking. What happened? Is it bumpy? But I think that doesn't clear it otherwise. It just doesn't clear it. This isn't. Why is this? It's doing something. It's not strong enough here. Still not. even more reinforcements. Why did you break? Replace this with steel. So forceful. Why is it so forceful there? And also, it's just not strong enough. This just isn't. I don't think this is working. This isn't working. We're going all in on steel and forget to reinforce the bridge. We're gonna go steel. It's just we're going all in. We're just going all in on steel. Not even steel can withstand this, apparently. Fine, how do you do it with 14? This is just not gonna happen with 14. Well, then you obviously did something different. So what is that difference and how do I replicate it cheaper. I just do that. Better. Not a lot of Can I make this less tall? You... how? Oh, because you didn't... Okay, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Maybe a little bit lower, which doesn't work. Like just a tad bit lower. But then we have to put triangles in like this. Nice. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Use heal for these sections because they're critical. We essentially just need to reduce the break the bridge into several. Is that really that far away? Like that. And then we go up and up like that. And then what we need to do is just see what happens if we do this. To fill in the rest of the bridge. We need to try and spread this as wide as it can. I'm gonna try and do this. Let's actually trying and make as much of the bridge near a steel support as possible. That's a very weak section of bridge. Ew. No, 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 no. You see how there's a little gap there? Okay, hold on. That is not our worry. We can just do that. We give it a bit more. Ugh, that doesn't look very nice, but it should still work. And then if it does work, I'm gonna try and replace the steel with wood as much as I can. Honestly, it's not that bad to begin with. I think I can do it with much less, but by just doing it with wood. Try and do a triangular joint here. That's not gonna do anything. I don't think, at least. Try and do that. Like that there. Wish there was like just a delete. Quick. I don't know, that was an essential piece that I forgot to place. I noticed that there's also a triangle link missing there. There's a lot of triangle links missing. We have a little bit of budget to work with. Let's have a look. Yep. It still doesn't lower the max joint stress. I don't know if I can. It's still functional, so you can cut some stuff and still remain. That doesn't look very good. We're gonna optimize this a little bit so we can have like that. Now what? We need to try and optimize this section a little bit more. Can we try and clear it with less? But also try and smoothen out any sections that are a little bit... I think I'd rather have this just goes in a straight line. I'm gonna redo this section. I'm gonna get this to just do a straight line, flatten out, and then straight line straight there. And then we'll have like this. I wonder if we can stretch that triangle a little bit to try and actually make it work like that. Let's try and do that. That's way too stretched. I don't think that's gonna reach. That's not gonna reach. So we'll try and chuck that right in the middle. And then like that. And then here we'll just try and be as economical as possible with it. We can try and get this to do like a really gentle thing. Cause that's not gonna clear it, because it looks like it will, but it's not actually gonna work. So we need something like that. And then we'll try and just cut the difference. Try and make this as optimized as possible. Save every dollar we can. We're more than a third under, but I'm worrying about this tar. It cannot figure out. Okay, okay, let's try something. Because I think it is just these... Is a combination of just sections of road where it takes a dive and just plunges onto the bridge, where that really strains the bridge. If we can, like, for example, here, try and get it in a way where it just takes it as gently as possible. Even if we might need a little bit more, like, material. Ah, don't want that. Like that. Maybe that's not gonna work. What if we... Oh, we can't stretch that anymore. Can we stretch this any flatter? That's not wood. Road, rather. That. And then just try and get that like that. Like, as much as possible. And then here, if we can get that like that, just so... What about if we try... Oh, is that really that? Not, is that not enough? Okay. We're gonna do that. Because I reckon what we can do is... Oh, not wrong material. It's not gonna reach. But if we can... That really doesn't reach. Not to worry. I want to see how much it is. Because this is 1530. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper, but we do need more wood. But if we can even just like reduce the amount of wood that we need, that still offers quite a bit reduction in cost at hopefully not a catastrophic loss of stability like just happened there. Or maybe we don't even need this, but we can just really try and optimize it. It's just need to like why is this really not? Can I not bridge this in two? I don't think I can bridge it in two. I think this might be more economical. We'll just try and like that, and then like that, and like this, down, up, and then cross brace like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, cross brace, down, and then we'll just try and cross brace that. No, we can try and make this straight, which will allow a cross brace. That won't work, it's not structurally sound enough. This section needs, it's stretched too much. I think this is slightly more than before. Nope. It's just over a third. Copy section though. Maybe let's try this. That. No, that. We try this. And then we can optimize this a bit. We'll just try and make it a lot flatter. That's a lot of sag in the middle. Nope, that's not it. It just really doesn't want to. I'm trying to rationalize it a bit, or ration it a little bit. That's not gonna work. It doesn't offer enough support. I think we had something before I started tampering with it in an effort to cut cost. I think I'm gonna say that might be our best option. Try and bridge this in 3. Need another thing here. Huh. I wanna try to maybe just bridge this in. Why does it do this? Maybe I need something like this in a position where it's already there, and then it will give me the opportunity to go in a straighter line. Maybe. I think this is fine. It's more gentle. Just try and do one square at a time. Try and do a really gentle descent. I think that'll be fine. Might try and do it from the other side. Try and keep it straight. We don't want like a dip here, because that, especially on a downward section, it's just gonna get the car to do a plunge. So we just want straight up, flat, straight down. That'll clear it, that'll clear it. And then what we want to try and do, I guess, is to just make it as cheaply as possible. That's not gonna work. This is... Because there is a point where it is cheaper to use steel. Like, that might feel expensive, but I don't think it can actually hold. What if we try and do something? What if we try like a base of steel? Like a base of steel like that. And then we try and do the rest with wood? Or just more steel? That's just expensive then. Try and do a triangle. Like that. Try and get it as close to how it can go. I don't want to use 2 here. That's already like 800, but a section of steel is just... Try and elevate this section a little bit. Now that's too far. We want it like this. So what we can do is this. And then what that allows us to, is hopefully this is stronger than the alternative. Yeah. Will that hold? Oh no, I need to at least reinforce this section here, so it can actually try and do it, at the very least. Just try and like really squeeze as much strength out of this as possible. Something, 40 something, 60 right there. Okay, that we need. Probably want to replace this piece here with steel. If it's not great, the steel is really expensive. Try and bridge what we can with wood, but then try and reinforce a critical section with steel, in the hope that that just gets down our stress. We might need to elevate the triangles here a little bit. I am happy where we are with budget, but I just want to see if we can engineer our bridge a little better to minimize the stress. I want to try and elevate these triangles a little bit more. And that's a little more elevated. better. A lot better, rather. I wanna replace these horizontal sections with wood. And then extend the steel up a bit more. So we need to switch to wood. Okay, I need like that. What we might try and do is also elevate the triangles here a little bit more. That's a bit higher than the net that we had before. Something. 61.4. Where are we experiencing higher stress? Where's our long span? This is not too long. This is fairly long. If we do this, just try and really bring down the stress on this section. Because I'm seeing a red spot on the right side, but I'm not exactly... Do we have the map? We can visualize it. I forgot we had to visualize. We could have done this so much easier. Let's try this. This section, this section. Let's try this. This is a bit higher price, but I just really want to get that stress down. $60.8. Wow. Where is it? Which joint in particular is experiencing so much stress? We got it down to 41.6. I think I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. Decent on cost, and we've brought the strain down quite a bit, so yeah, it's not bad. We're under half of the budget, which I think is pretty good. Oh, that took a while. What on earth is this? Slanted drawbridge. Oh, as if I could master a straight drawbridge. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't want to use that. I don't like using steel unless I can think I can either reduce cost or reduce strain. This is good because we have something we can try and do this like that. One, two, pull, and then that's about 600, 600, 1600. this is still cheaper than the alternative, I think. But it might just be better to go with that. Nope. Clicked out of the game. No. We need like just bottom reinforcement. I think in this case it'll probably be better to use steel, especially for this section here, which I think is experiencing a lot of the strain. And this section here. If I can get this in one. No, I can't. But that should still be. Oh, it's not really good. Rope that, and then we'll. I forgot to replace this with. Oh, what happened to my road? Do this. Can't create any more road. Oh. What is? Wait, what's it doing? Is this not? Is this trying to contract? Oh, I forgot the rest of this. That is a critical weakness. Whoops. What if we just make this whole thing a pulley? Need be, I can put it on the top as well. But oh yeah, and I also probably want it to hold its weight. Okay, nope, that's not working at all. But whoops, that's gonna be an actual problem. I'm not looking for the right thing. Not enough. Not enough. I don't know why they give 4 hydraulics, because I think you can just do it with 2. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Ah. What on earth is this? Why is that a issue? Again, this is a bit of an exercise in how much can I elevate it and bring it down by... That's a plunge. So I want just a lot of strength right here. That's not one road. I think I can bridge one large square if I remember. Oh, yeah, I can. So we'll just try and... Can I try and just like bring it down like that? It seems pretty tall. I might be able to just bring it down a square early. I'm counting on it being able to touch that in the... how heavy it is yet. So that might get... That might come back to bite me when I make something that would be fine for like one of those motorcycles, but not anything else. That's gonna be incredibly weak. I clicked out of the game. Actually, we don't have to go down so low, I forgot. We can really just touch it. I think that's... might touch it. It might not. Might try and bring it down to this level, just so it more so touches it. And then we can do this to just really reinforce it. push a lot of stress. I probably want to reinforce this section because this is all pushing down on this. And then we go back up. We don't have to bring it so high up. We can try and touch it with the roof. And then just... Oh wait, we don't even need to... Okay. This is interesting. This is not optimal. I'll try and do a strong foundation and get as much of it pushing down on it as possible. Gonna do that. No, that's not a critical point. What is going to be one is here as it climbs back up. Oh crap, whoops. Is that gonna touch it? We'll see. We'll see when we test it. That's just crunching because it's being pulled down by gravity. But once I get it fully built, it should hold. We do have cable, so what I might try and do is get a point here. Doesn't need to be tall, it just needs to be particularly strong. That's not holding. This part here isn't holding. That's just stretching out too far. It's still so fragile. Maybe this section's just not very good at the moment. is a problem. Because it's no longer over the... I'm trying to do a diagonal joint, but wood doesn't go that far. No, I want to delete it. Let's do that, and then... Okay, that's holding. Not only does that not work, it's not low enough. Do that. But instead of putting it there, we'll put it here, just to offer a little bit more support. Maybe also just like strengthen that, link it together a bit more there. Oh, that was a lot of stress right here. There's also a lot of stress right here. Just replacing, it's wobbling quite a bit at the start, which I think is quite a bit of the stress. It's still... I don't think that's the problem. I think some of these triangles are just a bit too small. Down like that. Bring it like this. And maybe also here we'll try and elevate it a little bit. I think that's as good as I can get it. I've got the stress down to nearly the bottom. And budget's looking decent. It's not. The road is already 8,400. We've spent 1/10 of our budget on road. Let's chuck one there. Then one there. One in the middle. And then make a W. W for win. Let's just do this first. It's not gonna hold on its own because it's just too long and the weight is too much. But after this, we'll add the bottom supports. But I wonder if I can economicalize it. That's definitely a word. By doing it at the bottom. Because that's where I'm gonna have to put more supports anyway to the rocks, so I may as well just put it here, because either way the bridge will hold in either format. It just has to be strong enough. And then, can I get another one here? Yes, I can. Oh, it's not long enough. It's not this isn't, I can't bridge this with a steel. Do I have? No, I only have that. I think what they want me to do is to build 2 giant towers and then use the cable. I might actually try that. I'm gonna try something first. Let's try and do this a little better than I just did it. Do this. It's not what I don't know what I'm trying to do here. We do this, I think. We can do an actual suspension bridge. Do that, and then we bring it up. And then we'll do like that. This is not needed. every 2 first. I think that will hold. Well, that's really expensive. How expensive is this? 4,000. Wow. Okay. I don't even know if this is gonna hold. I don't think it is. I might be able to replace all of the steel with wood and still get it to work. That didn't work at all, and also we have no more money anyway, so... Where did all of our money go? 50,000 of it went into this elaborate structure, which I can probably make out of wood. Chuck this in the middle. Oh, I can't chuck it in the middle. In between, and then down. But then we're gonna put these in the middle. Gonna try and really strengthen it. These towers will, these elaborate towers that I'm building will hold. That's not fair. That's that has. I can do it. I can't do it on this side, but I can do it on. These rocks aren't even. These rocks are not up to standard. I'd like to file a civil a class action lawsuit against these rocks for being not up to standard. Rock order 47.28. This is 6,000, 4,000, about half. I can afford to put more. Replace this with a double steel beam instead. This ain't working. I need to try and bring this. One steel is the length of 2 of those. So I can do that. This is really wobbly. Okay, I've managed to do it with rope. It works. It works fine. But I want to see if... Also, I realize it's... We're going to try and finish this up quickly. The end streams. I want to see if I can... Oh wait, never mind. That's not... Okay. What I thought was something wasn't actually what it was. I'm gonna try this now that I've actually done it the way the game wants me to, which I have tended to not do. Nope. That's not the problem. I think the problem is it's not strong enough. That's really wobbly. We're gonna replace this with steel. This is one piece, so it's not actually touching that point, I don't think. How do I break this in half? Like that. There's 1.5. try and just spread it a bit wider. So spread the foundations a bit wider so they can take on more of the load. Very high. What if we do a flat like that? Second, that's not going to offer as much as this, I don't think. Why not just... Why don't we put... optimize this level a little more. We can do this. This will... might be a little expensive, but it should bring down the... it should distribute it, because now 2 wood beams is going into 1 steel. That's good. Yeah. Alright, I think that'll be it. We did quite a bit this time. So yeah. There's quite a bit still to do. But yeah. I'm gonna call it, I think. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming to the stream. And we're going to raid to Abyss, I think. Yeah, a raid to Abyss. Alright, thank you everyone for coming. Catch you later. Bye.